Big time get for BYU, who is cementing themselves as one of the favorites in college basketball for next season. This one is Kennard Davis, or I guess it could be Kennard Davis. I actually am really bad with pronunciation guides, so I don't know what this is. I'm going to call him Kennard until someone tells me that I'm wrong. Kennard Davis was sensational last year at Southern Illinois, averaged 16 points a game, shot 38% from three on 5 attempts a game. 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals. The guy was all over the place. He played 34 minutes a game, started 31 games for a Southern Illinois team that was not good. They finished eighth in the Missouri Valley, but Kennard Davis was very clearly like a high major player on a mid major team. As I mentioned, only his sophomore season last year, he had a huge rise from his freshman to sophomore year, only 4 points a game as a freshman at Southern Illinois, all the way up to 16 points a game as a sophomore. This is his first time transferring. It's crazy that we have to say that now about a guy that just finished his sophomore year, but it's not like he's been jumping school to school. He got better, a lot better at Southern Illinois in 1 year, and now he's very worthy of a big time role at a program like BYU. Carr, what's your reaction to Davis joining the BYU program?
Yeah, I like this ad a lot for BYU, and not to take words out of your mouth, but I think you hit the nail on the head of it, and I think you'll probably get into this a little bit more on this video. But it's not all about adding guys that want the ball and want to be stars. It's guys that I think will be comfortable playing a certain role, and I think Davis is a player that's made for that. And that's not to downplay what he is as a basketball player, because I think he is a really good player, but I think that he is in a spot where I mean, it feels weird to say, but like he's paid his dues, I guess, at a lower level. And I think he wants to go to a place where he can play some winning basketball and play for a team like BYU, who is slated to be a top five team. Maybe someone can make an argument they could be the number one team in the country next season. And I think he wants to buy into that.
Okay, take that sentence, bottle it up, shake it, and put it to the side because I want to come back to it in like 2 minutes. Thank you. So this guy, he's 6'6", 204. That's what Basketball Reference lists him as. I do want it known, Basketball Reference, I'm looking at you because y'all lied to me about Sam Alexis's weight, and I've been hearing it from Indiana fans for a couple days now. So all I know is Kennard Davis is a very big guard. He, I think, projects as like a true wing at BYU. And you start to think about their roster next year. Obviously, Rob Wright's the point guard, but DeBanza, Saunders, Davis, all on the wings, all pretty huge players with guard skills that are pretty interchangeable positionally. Suddenly, there's a lot of really interesting things you can do. I still think there's a world here where BYU is star hunting for one more name. But I mentioned this to you offline before this video. I love this ad specifically because Davis is the first guy they've added this offseason that is not going to need the ball to be happy. He's not going to need the ball to make an impact. He can stand in the corner, space the floor because of the shooting threat that he is, do great things defensively, fly around, be in position, just be smart, be a glue guy, a starter level glue guy, but a guy that isn't going to demand, let me run pick and roll, let me get the basketball, let me go get mine. That's AJ DeBance's job. To an extent, that's Richie Saunders' job. And certainly you brought Rob Wright in to run the offense. Davis is going to make all the rest of them it's the perfect fit. He's going to let everybody else do what they want to do while helping them get in favorable opportunities.
Yeah. And look, also, can we talk about the underlying portion of this?
Yep.
Give me Matt Painter.
So BYU fans won't know this, I don't think. Kennard Davis was targeted early by Purdue, who is our preseason number one team. Most consensus way too early number ones. Kennard Davis, I don't know how serious it ever got, but there were a lot of Purdue insider types that were sort of smoke speculating. I would watch this one. In the end, Purdue got a really awesome transfer class, and they brought in an international star to play the shooting guard spot. So I don't think Purdue's kicking themselves that they didn't get Kennard Davis. But as the preseason number one team in the country, I think when they realized BYU got him, they did look one extra time to be like, wait a second. BYU is one of the few teams that's in our realm next year. And they just got a guy. Why was Purdue connected to him? Because he comes from the same program, same coach that Lance Jones came from. Lance Jones, the starting small forward wing on Purdue's national runner-up team a couple years ago. We've heard repeatedly, we're Big Ten country. We've heard repeatedly how Purdue needs to find their next Lance Jones. They would have loved this guy, and I know BYU fans are going to love him too. But how much of that do you think is a thing here? Purdue either missing on this guy or not prioritizing him, and he falls into Kevin Young's lap. We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video.
I use it as this. I think it's a testament to who Kennard Davis is as a player. The programs that won. I think two programs that have shown that they have Final Four aspirations in this upcoming season and want to win. They want this player. Like I'll look at this like this, and honestly, I might be wrong because Kennard Davis actually might have came out with a list, and I'm throwing that away. But I think a lot of winning programs wanted him, right? I don't think you're gonna find, no shade like a Kansas State on his list, right? It was mostly winning programs.
Yeah, right. I think that's a good point. Okay, so you still got that bottle next to you? Shook it up real good for me. You said they have an argument to be the number one team in the country.
Yeah.
Make the argument.
They have the best player in college basketball in AJ DeBansa. They have one of the best guards in the country in Richie Saunders and Rob Wright. They have one of the best rim protecting bigs, rim runners, defensive rebounders in Keba Keita. And they're not done yet, by the way. Players are still being added.
Well, you didn't even mention Davis in your pitch here.
It's not part of my pitch.
I would have liked one extra bullet that's like, and they have the best fifth option glue guy in the country.
Do you ask for my pitch or your pitch?
I heard your pitch. I'm just trying to help you. Uh, Car, can you get sunburnt in Provo?
Yes. The UV there is extremely high.
I'm gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna have to deal with it because as you can see, yeah, look at that. Look at the farmer's tan. I was golfing today. I'm very burnt.
Damn.
I'm extremely burnt right now. It's painful. It hurts. I'll get burnt for this program. That's where I'm at. I wish that this burn was somehow signifying my belief in BYU because they're doing everything right. They're doing everything right. And the best part about this ad, as far as I know, this isn't an ad either that we like need to scream about money with. Because I don't think they overpaid too much for Davis. I'm sure he's being compensated great. But I don't know. I just love every single thing this program has done this offseason. That not final, the starting five is going to be the best in the country. I still think for me, I have them number two, and I have Purdue number one, largely for two reasons. I actually think Braden Smith is the best player very clearly in that realm. No disrespect to DeBansa, who's a better prospect. Prospects aren't players in college basketball. It's two different things. Very often the best prospects are not great college basketball players. Ask Rutgers. So Kevin Young still has to figure that out. But for me, I'm taking Braden Smith a little over the best option on BYU. And secondly, I like Purdue's bench better right now, which leads me to one more question for you with BYU.
Mhm.
Are they done, or what are they still looking for at this point?
I think they're still looking for a starter level like four, like possibly like a Darion Williams, or maybe I don't even know if they're part of the Jameer Watkins sweepstakes or not, but I do think that they're still in for somebody. I mean, I know Des Claude has been contacted by them, so maybe Des Claude becomes a starter and you slide Devontae down to the four. I do think they are in for another star level player.
Okay. Do you think they should? Because I got a take there.
Mm, depends who that player is.
I don't think Des Claude would help this team.
Do you think Darion Williams would help this team?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'd be choosy at this point.
each. Oh, so now it's time to get choosy.
With Davis in the fold, you do not need another big time guard. You got a lot of mouths to feed in the backcourt as is. And Davis is the perfect glue piece. If you're going to add anything, it needs to be a Studley 4. That's it.
That's okay. That's fair. And that would, I think the sign of this ad is they are being a little bit choosy though, right?
You think this is a choosy ad?
Um, I I mean I just think that it's maybe not going to get the fireworks that people wanted to get or not get like the. I think it is a little bit choosy, as far as like not it being star power kind of
I really want to sing that Chosen song right now.
by who?
Oh, you chosen, hit the three when you're just wide open.
Hey.
Into nonsense, into Provo, into fun. Yeah, it kind of goes.
In pro. All right, I was about to get going on pro tunes, but
Congrats to Kennard Davis. Congrats to Kevin Young. The offseason is yours. We are so aboard the bandwagon. Someone please send us to Provo. Buy us tickets. We got to be there.